So, tinatanong ko dun sa buong video, meron ka bang nakita? Wala. Yes or no lang yun, meron or wala. O meron at wala, hindi yes or no. Kayo nag-evaluate nun eh. Meron o wala. Admissions against our interest.
Yes, sir. The fact na in-utter niya yun.
O which one nga? So meron ilan at ano yun? A little leeway, Mr. Presiding Officer, kasi hindi natukoy masyado yung tanong.
Senator Judge Alan may proceed.
Yeah. So which statement that? That one you're mentioning now. So yung sagot mo meron.
Ang understanding ko, sir, nung sinabi ko yan, I'm referring to the November 26, 2024.
Mr. Witness, paulit-ulit tayo.
Yes, sir.
Burahin mo na yung pinag-uusapan natin you're referring to. I'm asking you a direct question.
Yes,
Sa
sir.
November 23, meron o wala bang statements na you will consider in your professional as a lawyer and as an NBI agent in charge of investigating this? Meron ba siyang state admissions against interest?
Ang tinutukoy ko lang po, again, Your Honor, yung
No, I don't care.
Wala po yung 23.
I'm sorry. I don't care, Mr. Presiding Officer, kung anong tinutukoy mo. I'm asking you a direct question. November 23, video. Meron o wala siyang admissions against our interest doon?
Attorney Lotog, yes, no, I do not know, I do not remember. We're referring to November 23, not 26.
Yeah, I do not know, sir. Ang
Oh, you do not know. Okay.
nire-refer ko na...
Yeah, don't tell me na. So you do not know. Okay. When she said, kung papatayin ako, may kausap na ako, patayin niyo yung tatlo. Is that an admission against interest? Yes or no?
Based on that utterance, sir, yes, I think so.
Yes. O kakasabi mo lang kanina, I don't know. Ngayon, yes. O ano pa? Ano pa sa video na yon na admission against interest? Meron o wala? Or I don't know?
Yung utterances na yun, sir, ang
Sir, bukod nga doon.
to me, sir, yung utterances na yun, that's admission against
Sir,
interest.
klaro na yon. Tinanong ka na ng presiding officer, sagot mo, I don't know. Tinanong kita ng diretso na sa video, biglang you know, biglang sasabihin mo na yun utterance na yon. So ang tanong ko na ngayon, bukod doon, aside from that.
Sir, ulitin ko po yung sagot ko.
No, you don't need to answer.
Yung sinabi ko po, na
No, I'm
admission
asking
against
you,
interest.
aside from the utterance, the statement, na kung papatayin nila ako, patayin sila. Is there any other utterance during in that video that you would consider admission against
In so far
interest?
as I remember, wala na po yun.
Wala na, okay. When the Vice President said, yung pinamigay sa DepEd, isn't that an admission against our interest kung may pinamigay?
Siya po yung namigay, sir.
So, ikaw ang nanood ng video, ikaw nag-evaluate, ako pa magsasabi sa'yo kung ano laman ng video? Akala ko ba, tinignan nyo ng mabuti yung video? Bakit hindi mo alam yung laman ng video?
EDSW, ano yun? Sir, pwede ko pong tingnan yung sinasabi.
No,
ko.
so you do not know what the alaman ng video?
Again, tinignan ko po ang video one time, and ang nag-review po ng video yung agent on case.
Yes, but you're the agent in charge and you're the one who filed the affidavit.
Before counsel for the respondent continues, what is the pleasure of Senator Judge Cayetano?
Just one specific clarification on that point, just so that we don't lose the point.
The
With your
gentleman
permission,
may proceed.
Richard. Yeah. Excuse me lang sa prosecution and sa defense. Witness, one point lang, maybe one
Yes,
or
sir.
two question on that
Yes,
point.
Your Honor.
Sabi mo, the President, sa pananaw mo, and yung iba, Speaker Martin felt threatened.
Base doon sa investigation namin, sir.
Base sa investigation at base sa video.
Base sa video, sa investigation, at sa ibang testimony.
So if they felt threatened, that means tingin nila totoo yung sinabi ni VP Sara na patayin sila. Kasi they wouldn't feel threatened if they don't think na she meant it, na patayin silang tatlo, right?
In our investigation, they trinato nila yung utterances as seryoso.
Yes.
As
So
banta
they
ito.
won't feel threatened unless tingin nila seryoso yung threat.
According to them, seryoso yung threat,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. But the threat was, pag pinatay niyo ako, papatayin ko kayo. So kung hindi naman nila sila balak patayin, why would they feel threatened? Unless you're saying now, you think, balak nga nilang papatay si Vice President.
Actually, sir, ito, from the point of view of law enforcement like us, yun nga yung naging alarming na issue dun na sa amin, sir. Sa
No,
amin po.
I agree. I'm also, Mr. Witesa, I'm also alarmed with the language, with saying that. I'm alarmed with what's happening in our country, in flood control, etc. But that's not my point. My point is, in your investigation, para maging grave threat, kailangan yung party na trineten feels threatened. Pero ang sinabi ni VP Sara, pag pinatay ako, patayin silang tatlo. So kung wala naman silang tatlo balak na patayin siya, why would they feel threatened? Did that not come into your mind as an investigator?
What comes into your mind, Your Honor, is yun nga, yung yung possibility na God forbids may mangyari sa BP na hindi naman alam ng tatlo, then matitrigger ngayon yung instruction, then papatayin yung tatlo na hindi naman nila alam. At the same time,
No,
may
then in
mga
that-
ibang grupo
Then in
na
that case, hindi ba logical, because you're the president of the Philippines, you order the PSC to make sure that walang mangyari sa kanya rather than baliktad na tinanggalan siya ng security.
nung tinanggal,
I'm just following your logic. I won't
Yes, sir.
I won't argue. Finish your ano, and I'm satisfied, Mr. President. I'm just trying to figure out nga no how you came about yung gave threats given
Yeah.
na ang sinabi niya kung papatayin ako. So
We-
finish your answer so that
we qualify that grave threats sa term namin as event-based condition na yun nga pag nangyari yung event magti-trigger ngayon yung threat ng Vice President. Now insofar as na-threaten sila yung sinasabi mo po sir na pag namatay si Vice President tsaka papatayin ngayon ng tao na inutusan niya yung tatlo ang isa sa alarming na very alarming part na nakita namin yung mga sasakay ho na grupo po kasi God forbid pwedeng mawala ang Vice Presidente but not necessarily sila yung dahilan, pwedeng namatay siya for one reason or the other. Then ang impression na ng marami ang may kasalanan nito yung tatlo. So again magkakalabo-labo na yan. May sasakay na sa issue, thinking na pag pinatay nila yung tatlo, ang sisisihin ngayon yung kampo ni Vice Presidente kasi may attirances na ginawa ang Vice Presidente to that effect. So yun ho yung sa investigation namin. Now insofar as pumasok ho yung elements ng grave threats, yeah, we believe na pumasok yung elements ng grave threats kasi nasatisfy ho lahat ng elements ng grave threat based on the revised plan.
I'm assessing your answer, but malayo na malapit yung sagot mo dun sa triggering events kasi parang logical, di ba? Dahil sinabi niya yon, baka may gumawa. Hindi nga magtre-trigger, papatay sa kanya. So para matrigger na patayin ang Pangulo, you're saying that VP Sara is asking other people to kill her so that they can kill Marcos. Di sana sinabi na lang niya patayin niyo si Marcos. Sabi mo i-trigger, but anyway, I'm trying to process, but hindi logical yung sinabi mo that event will trigger. Because the event that will trigger the assassination on the tree is the killing of the Vice President. And the Vice President will not tell people, kill me so that you kill them.
Precisely, Your Honor. Ang death kasi, for instance, mamatay yung Vice Presidente, it does not necessarily follow na yung tatlo yung nagpapatay base doon sa attirances. Pwede kasing mamatay yung Vice Presidente for one reason or the other. And again, since walang makakalam kung sino ang pumatay dyan, ang impression ng mga tao ngayon, matitrigger ngayon yung instruction. Pag na-trigger yung instruction, pwede na ngayon sumakay yung iba-ibang grupo thinking na kahit mabulilyaso ang sisisihin dito, ang Vice Presidente. Kasi nga, may attirances na ginawa ang Vice Presidente in public. From the point of view of law enforcement, ang gulo nun, Your Honor, matter of national security po yun. It's a matter of national security, Your Honor.
Counsel for the respondent may proceed with his cross.
Senator Judge Alan
It's
Cayetano.
just a
You may proceed, sir.
manifestation and point of information. As Senator Judge Lacson said, no, it's for each judge to appreciate. But let me put context, no. I'm not close to VP Sara. I'm not close to Mayor Baste. Ang kasama ko sa Congress si former Deputy Speaker Pulong. But in the last 4 years, I think I've seen him twice or thrice.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. But my reading nung sinabi ni Mayor Baste is pag natulog ka sa gabi, remember the Romanovs. So we have to look at our history. The Romanovs were evicted via a revolution. 'Di ba? So Mayor Baste was doing a parallel ng 1986 na paalis yung mga Marcoses via revolution. But unlike the Romanovs, the Marcoses, 'di ba? So Mayor Baste was doing a parallel ng 1986 na paalis yung mga Marcoses via revolution. But unlike the Romanovs, the Marcoses were given asylum or whatever you call it in Hawaii, and over time, nakabalik until the president became president. Ang Romanovs, inubos sila para nga hindi makabalik. Now, if Mayor Baste was making Romanovs uubusin kayong Marcos, di dapat na-offend si Senator Judge Amy Marcos because she's a Marcos. No? So, secondly, if he made that threat, so if he was saying, may Oplan mo, Romanov or Maro-Romanov kayo, I'm sure the PNP or the Presidential Security Command, the National Council, would have filed a case against Baste. So I just want, it's fair that you mentioned him, it's fair sa investigation mo, but I don't think we should draw a conclusion here that Mayor Baste was threatening the first family, because remember, there's a thin line between a warning and a threat. So pag sinabi ko sa iyo ngayon, witness, pareho tayong abogado, kompanyero, pareho tayong taga-Ateneo, mag-ingat ka sa sasabihin mo. That could be a fair warning. That could be not a threat, di ba? But kapag ka may threat talaga na pinarating ko sa iyo, pag hindi ko gusto ano mo, kakasuhan kita, that could be a illegal threat, di ba? Pero pwedeng warning. So I just want that on the record, Mr. Presiding Officer, Mr. Senate President, because everyone's watching, and in the same manner, we have to be fair to the first family. We have to be fair also to Mayor Baste and to the Dutertes, that rather than draw a conclusion that there was an actual. So the Council for Defense was making a distinction, mentioning Romanov and Oplan Romanov are two different things. It may be the same, it may be different thing. For all we know, narinig ni Mayor Baste na sila Iro Romanov, kaya binanggit niya pabalik. We don't know. I don't know. I haven't discussed it with anyone. I haven't discussed it with the few senators na kaibigan ko dito. So let's just be circumspect and careful from making conclusions. But as far as it is relevant, Mr. Presiding Officer, I appreciate the answer of the witness. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.